the land down under. Many of you have likely heard of this country. If not, what are you doing here? Anyway, let's start with where in the world it is. Australia is that very large blob of land south of mainland Asia, that looks like a dog and cat's head. Since the land is so vast, Australia can have a lot of different clues depending on where you are. Here are some general tips. Firstly, Australia is in the southern hemisphere, so the sun is always somewhere in the north of the sky, no matter the time of day. Secondly, Australia's national language is English, as they were colonized by the UK. This is also why Australia drives on the left side of the road. Here are some of the more specific tips to identify the country. Firstly, let's take a look at the flag. The flag has a Union Jack in the top left, with some stars on top of a dark blue background in the rest of the flag. This flag is quite rare in the wild, but can be helpful nonetheless. Moving on, Australia's internet domain is .au. This can often be seen in urban rounds, and is usually after a .co. Australia is very flat, for the most part. The highest point in the country is about 2 kilometers above sea level, but most of the rounds you see will be as flat as a pancake.
Let's take a look at the license plates of Australia. The license plates can vary a lot per state, and some coverage will still contain the old ones from previous years. They all look relatively short in length, unlike countries like South Africa. Lastly, let's take a look at this image. Apart from the obvious sign that it's Australia, that being the kangaroo sign, there are 2 other tips here. Firstly, the outer line on the road is painted white. This is a good tip if you're in a 50-50 between Australia and South Africa. Secondly, we can see the bollard on the left side of the road. The bollard is a tall, white and thin one, with a red dot in the middle. It is important to note that the dot does not reach the ends of the bollard, and does not wrap around the back. That is all for the Australia tips and tricks. Thank you for watching, hope you learned something, and I will see you all next time.